All right, hello and welcome to a Vintage Society. I did it again. Whatever. It's a Mythic Society weekly event playing some vintage. Cheap, free, fun. Not free. Those are just lies. It's cheap Wednesday night vintage magic, where people are having fun playing some interesting decks, low stakes, kind of like an F&M. It's a good time. Today we're trying our best to make green shops work. I'm trying to play Force of Vigor in any deck I can possibly play Force of Vigor in. How can I play it in shops, you might ask? Well, very carefully. What we're going to do is we're going to play as many green artifacts as I possibly can. Here are my favorites. Eska's Chariot, there's our cat shops, and the Great Henge. To support a green count so that we can board in Force of Vigor in matchups where it's good. I also wanted to try to play some Umori, which required us to be all green artifacts. If we didn't want to play Umori, we could play things like Once Upon a Time and Elvish Spirit Guide, and it would get a lot easier. So basically, I built this aggro artifact deck that doesn't have lock pieces and is trying to go Great Henge, play a bunch of things, and kill my opponent. The big way to do this is like Urza Saga, make some constructs that are pretty large. Urza Saga goes away, you get a Black Lotus, use the Black Lotus to cast the Great Henge. There are a lot of ways. Got some like nice Urza Saga targets over here. And I did go 4-1 with a very, very bad version of this in a league off stream. So I have some hope that this deck could be playable enough for us to have fun tonight. Now, we already have our round 1 pairing. It is up. And we have Dakota waiting for us in the tournament practice room. So our opponent in round 1 is playing Hogak Vine, very classic. Looks like the Zoomer version. So 4 Force of Vigor in the main. There's a Swords in the main. It's going to be a tough matchup for us just because of Force of Vigor and the card Hogak itself are kind of hard to deal with. But we'll do our best. We'll see what we can do here. And we'll get right into the action now. For anyone who was watching earlier, we got 3rd place in our Storybook Brawl. The first place player was a little bit too strong, but I'll definitely take that. Let's see what we can do with our cat / the Great Henge / green shops deck. I will reveal my Ooze, who is my companion for the day. And I have a turn 1 Traxos, so I'm pretty down. I also have my 1 Strip Mine to kill their Bazaar, so I can't ask for much more. Yo, what's up, Weenie? I already shouted you out earlier, but thank you for the resub. Much appreciated. Let's switch this casual vintage practice room to vintage Mythic Society weekly 0-0. Done. Reveal. All right. Casually figuring out the stream as we go. All right, so I have an Ooze, which is sweet. I also have a turn 1 7/7. They're F6, which makes me think they don't have Force of Vigor, which is a good sign. Let's see what they do have. All right, so they have a Bazaar. What do they have off the Bazaar? We do have the follow-up Strip Mine and the Untap our Traxos, which is sweet. They've got a Bloodghast and a Rootwalla, so not the strongest. Let's see if they have any hollow ones. No hollow ones. So I think what I'm going to do is just play the largest possible Stonecoil pre-combat. Sorry, the largest possible... Stonecoil opens me up to Force of Vigor really, really badly. So I think I'm going to play the largest possible Hanger Backwalker pre-combat. And I'm going to hold back the Stonecoil for like a later something that can like destroy Hogak really well. So I'm going to use is the Hanger Back to untap the Traxos. I'm going to attack in with my Traxos. I don't need to worry about untapping my Traxos now, because I'm not really under attack and I can untap it pre-combat next turn. And then we'll play my very, very lucky one of Strip Mine to kill their Bazaar of Baghdad. Now, if they don't have a second Bazaar of Baghdad, I think we're in great shape. If they have a second Bazaar of Baghdad, things might get a little dicey. But we do have some hanger backwalkers, so we could maybe play a game in the air. And we also have Stonecoil Servant, which blocks Hogak. Okay. Looks like their plan is to wasteland me off Workshop, which would work decently well if I didn't have a follow-up Workshop. Unfortunately for them, I do. Pretty sure I want to get in for 9 here. So I'm just going to play the biggest Stonecoil Serpent I can. That didn't really seem like they had a vigor before, so I would rather just try to press for the win. Maybe I shouldn't have played it because this should always win anyways. So yeah, I probably should not have played Stonecoil Serpent. So well, if they play a Hogak, which it looks like they might do, that blocks Traxos, so I'll be pretty happy that I have a Stonecoil Serpent. So maybe it actually ended up working pretty well. So this is going to block Traxos, but this has Trample, so they are going to die. So this actually was maybe the correct play because I played around Hogak, which is nice to know. And they basically have to hope that I don't have a creature, which I do, obviously do. And then I can just attack all, and my artifact aggro deck defeats my opponent's graveyard aggro deck. Traxos is so good when it just does its thing. You love to see it. All right, so against my opponent, who is playing, probably just going to bring in Collector Oof and Swords the Plowshares. We're going to bring in Artifact, Graveyard Hate, Graveyard Hate, Graveyard Hate, Graveyard Hate, and Creature Removal. And that's probably it. Yes, we have some cats. It's a little bit of a stretch to call this cat shops. If I had thought about it, I might have called it like Umori shops or something. I don't know. I can change it in the YouTube video. No one will ever know. Wait, I just did it on recording. Now they'll know. I'll cut that out. Trust me. We probably do not need a Hope of Girapur until your next turn. Yeah, we probably don't need a Hope of Girapur here. Skull Clamp looks fine. Yeah, we'll figure out a name. The name pending. Chat will figure out the best possible name, so we'll be fine. What's bad, chat? What is bad? Revoker, I guess. Revoker just hits Deathrite Shaman, which is like not great. Guess we can take out. I don't really know what else I want to take out. Everything else looks fine. I don't think I want to take out Map because I can get my 1 strip mine. So I don't think I'm down to take out Map. Maybe I'll just take out Opal. Yeah, all right, chat, quick. Think of the name for the deck name and the YouTube thumbnail. Because I think Cat Shops is kind of a scam, you know? I mean, I did... The whole Cat Shops was what inspired the deck. Having Eska's Chariot was the original goal. You might think playing Force of Vigor in Shops was the original goal, but the original goal was actually, can I play Eska's Chariot for the memes? And then I said, well, if I'm playing Eska's Chariot, how do I play 4 Force of Vigor? So, a little bit of here, a little bit of there. All right, I still have an Ooze, which is fantastic. I have, technically have Graveyard Hate, but I don't really have mana, which seems problematic to me. So I'm going to mulligan this hand. They kept their 7. We'll keep this hand, though. I got a lot of mana in this one. I'm just going to get rid of the Ravager and keep this. And let's hope they don't play, like, turn 1 Collector Roof or something. That would be bad. No Traxos, though. This hand definitely wants a Traxos. Call it Golo Shot. All right, they have an Hogak. That's good to know. So my plan is to go Mana Crypt, Workshop, Forge, and hit a Graveyard Hate. Oh, they have Hogak, double Root Wall of Vengevine. That could be problematic as well. Maybe I'm just supposed to play a 5/5 Stonecoil Serpent and just hope they don't have Vigor. Or a 2/2 hangerback walker. No, there's 2 Golos in the deck now. Oh, did I? Yeah, I think I changed the cardboard live. I don't think I changed the tweet. There are Goloses in the deck. Turn 1 Golos here would have been nice. So the play that plays around Vigor the best is Hangerback Walker. The play that is the most explosive is Forge, and the play that plays around Vengevine the best is Stonecoil on 5. See if they're F6. They're F6, so maybe we should go for the explosive Forge start. Might be my best way to win the game. This is pretty bad against Swords to Plowshares as well. Yeah, I'm just gonna go with Forge. Maybe that's like the greediest line, but play this as a 0 just to get through. I want to see if I can find like some Moxen. Yeah, like that. That's a Moxen. That's a Moxen. This is why I did this, so I'm liking that it's happening. I think it's better to just play this off the top and play a Clamp. All right, that was exactly how I wanted it to go. And then next turn, if we have to deal with a Hogak, we do have Stonecoil Serpents that we can make. And we actually have an active Forge. So they kind of need to find a Vigor for this Forge. I guess they could find some other things. Double Bloodghasts, Strip Mine, return their Bloodghasts. Do they have enough for Hogak? They have, yeah, they do have enough to cast Hogak here. Wow, that's pretty crazy. With only 3 cards in their yard, they only need 4 creatures, so they can tap Hollow One, Bloodghast, Rootwalla. Wow. That's probably bad for me. My opponent's aggro start was a little bit stronger than ours. So they're going to do it post-combat. If you're going to attack like this, then I will definitely eat the Emerald and block the Rootwalla. I'll go to 11. I could go to 8 off a crit, but I need the mana for sure. And yeah, I don't know if we'll ever have enough here to stabilize. I guess we could theoretically hit Lotus, Great Henge, play like a bunch of cards out of our deck. Looks like they have Vigor if they're not F6ing, so they probably just hit Vigor and Hogak and everything, so probably just dead then. Don't think we're beating a Vigor on our Forge here. Yeah, if they're, yeah, they have Vigor on Forge Skull Clamp. It's a little late for our Grafdigger's Cage. Little late for our Grafdigger's Cage. All right, so the best thing I can do here is play a 2/2 Hangerback Walker and 2/1/1 Stonecoil Serpents. And there are ways where we can make attacks bad for them. So oh, I can't actually make a 2/2 Hangerback Walker. Oh no, Gak 100% tramples. So what I need to do is I need to block, 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 and then eat, hanger back, eat the Thopter, eat the Stone Coil Serpent, put 8 counters on this Stone Coil Serpent, and then or I can put the hanger back on the Hogak and go block, 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 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, and then 8 wide on my Thopter board. Is 8 wide? No, that's gotta be worse. Eat 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Yeah, block like this. Eat. Eat. Oh, I forgot I wanted to eat this. I probably could have let something trade, maybe. All right, so I know this was pro multicolor, but I needed to be able to kill this Hogak, so they can't replay it this turn. I only take 3. And then I would die to 5 on the swing back here. So I would need to draw another creature. Yeah, I have to draw a creature this turn that I can cast, which is not a huge number of things. Alright, I didn't draw a creature that I can cast. I guess I will let them attack. Not actually giving up information from this cage, because it's open deck list. They can't actually fetch Dryad Arbor because they hit it, which is funny. But I am dead on this board. I am two damage over. Alright. They know how to attack. So my opponent had a pretty solid high roll where they had a lot of they not only did they have force of vigor, but they also had a lot of combatants. So not much I can do in that situation. I had a pretty good roll off my Mystic Forge, though. We were able to play a bunch of things. It just wasn't enough. It needed to be even higher. Alright, I still have an Ooze. And I have turn 1 Traxos again. I'm down. I am down. Again, I kind of have to just hope that we do not get... looks like we're going to get Force of Vigor if they're not F6'd. So maybe I want to just play a Hangerback Walker. Uh... Yeah, if they're not going to F6, I think I'm just going to play Hangerback Walker, Ravager, Bon Opal, Skull Clamp. And this leaves us like at least insulated against Vigor. They could have Once Upon a Time, I guess, would be a reason why they wouldn't F6. But you would just Once Upon a Time on your turn every time, I think, knowing my sideboard. So. Alright, they actually just had, Once Upon a Time, looks like. I mean, this is still fine. Like, we have a Hangerback Walker and a Skull Clamp and a Traxos, so, I mean, not a huge deal. Verdant Catacombs. Still look like they might cast Vigor, though. I think they have Vigor. I think they have Vigor and Once Upon a Time, is the read I'm getting. They're trying to figure out what to Vigor, which is a great question. I have no idea. What do you Vigor in this situation? Just both creatures? The Ravager and the Skull Clamp. So I just put these on Hangerback. That makes the most sense. Now I can't even untap my Traxos. All right, it's not good for me, but it means they have 5 cards. One of them's a Verdant Catacombs. Do they have a Bazaar? Or are they going for like a fair Deathrite Shaman game? Maybe they have like they have a Wasteland. Interesting. Okay. Oh, they have a Wasteland and a Black Lotus. And an Oof, and a Deathrite, and an Oof. Okay. All right, I have been successfully taking off mana. I see that now. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, that's certainly a thing. If they have a Bazaar as well, I don't think they have a Bazaar. I mean, I think our Shops deck can be the hero. It doesn't have any Sphere Resistances or Trinispheres or anything in it, so I think it's pretty much allowed to be the hero. It's not. It's like a pretty bad Shops deck. All right. Well, now we don't win this race, so if we do hit another Workshop, we're probably winning, which is funny. Well, maybe not. I guess another Wasteland. We do need to hit mana. They only have 4 drains. Oh, they cycled a hollow one. Very nice. They can pump their Root Walla. It's a weird game. It's very much a modern game. No attack. They're not willing to give me the Thopters. I just need lands, man. I have drawn 0 lands in this game. Opponent's drawn a lot of lands. Now they have Swords to Plowshares as their last card. No, they have Hardcast Vengevine. Oh no. What? Hardcast Vigor? Oh, Hardcast Hollow one. I see. That's a problem. Oh, I have an Ancient Tomb now, though. So now I can play another Hangerback Walker, which will let me block Hollow one. And they probably have to Wasteland my Ancient Tomb. Stitcher Supplier. Please don't hit a Hogak. They hit Vengevine Bloodghast. Okay. Yeah, they Wastelanded my Ancient Tomb. They sure did. Alright, they're coming in. Unfortunately, after they pump this Stitcher Supplier the next time, I am not going to be able to block the rest of their board. Academy or Cradle. I have 2 Cradles in my deck. Or, you know, a Lodestone Golem. Can't really block this Citrus Supplier either. Another oof. Wow. I don't even have like remotely good blocks, so yeah, that's the right attack for sure. I'm gonna not block at all, I think. Maybe I jump once and make them pump. Yeah, Academy is my best draw. Academy is definitely my best draw. Cradle is my next best draw. Cradles and workshops are my next best draws. Or I could just draw 0 lands and never play Magic. That's fine too. I think this game is like super winning with another land draw, but oh well. Yeah, I'm willing to take the... Yeah, I'm just gonna take it. I don't know why you attack with the Deathray Shaman when you can just be eating with it. I don't really know. Yeah, I forgot that Magic is Magic, and I don't get to actually play Magic anymore. It's not like I run a low number of lands. I do run 18. But obviously that's not a super high number either. But to only have one in the top 15 is not great. Yeah, now I don't really have outs anymore. Well, let's see. I guess if I draw a workshop, I get to play a stone coil. Oh no, they have a swords to plowshares. I should have known they had a swords to plowshares the way they were tapping really weirdly. I still don't think doing that is better than just holding open Deathrite Shaman and eating. Like, I think it's worse, but I definitely got the read they had a swords to plowshares, but I guess it doesn't really matter, so. I just had no lands in my top 16, or I had no additional lands. Guess we had one land, right? Because they got killed. Yeah. That's unfortunate. I mean, they know what's in my hand, right? If I had lands, I would be playing them. I do think that like those games, like the games where my opponent is trying to play a fair game with Deathrite Shaman and Collector Roof, like I should just murder them. But oh well. It do be like that. Let it be known that we in fact have won round 2 via the buy. I need some more people to play this so I stop getting buys. Come on, people. Next month, I want to see everybody playing Vintage Society weekly events. Yeah. Unfortunate. All right, so here we are in round 3 of the Mythic Society weekly event. We're playing against Not Me, who is on, well, there's an Anafenza and 2 Siege Rhinos in their Deathrite Shaman deck, which is quite the thing. They are on 3 Force of Vigor, 3 Swords to Plowshares in the main deck, though, so it might be a challenging matchup for our Umori shops. But we have Thundering Tanadon, so how could we ever lose, really? If we get Wastelanded, it's pretty bad for us to keep this hand, but I'm gonna keep it. They're gonna play a Deathrite Shaman on turn 1, and we're gonna needle the crap out of it. Oh wait. Well, we're still gonna needle the crap out of it. Ooh, we can play around the Wasteland. Got him. Maybe I should have needled Wasteland. I'm so stupid. This stops them from playing Anafenza and Siege Rhinos, so it's probably correct. All right, well, never mind. It's dead. Oh yes. All right, you're right. We can't actually needle Wasteland. True. Too true. We could have tried though. All right, my opponent has many a mana dork. But whoa. Should we just kill 2 noble hierarchs here? Kind of feels like the play. Pew! Pew! Very nice, very nice. My opponent only has 1 card left in hand. I think it's a Siege Rhino. It's a pass the turn. That kind of makes me think we're going to get Force of Vigor or something. Something sad. Let's go with, I guess, Golos for a Saga and just get 2 Sagas. And then if they Vigor both my Sagas, then I still have a Golos? Is probably the, I mean, we could just play a Lodestone and then they can't actually play a Hardcast Vigor right away. Maybe that's the way to go about this. Definitely going to play out the Saga, though. They clearly don't have a Wasteland, so although they can have things like Vigor and the Abzan Trophy, Assassin's Trophy, I guess they can have Swords to Plowshares as well. Let's see what they do. I think they have a Vigor. They just ate the swords. If they were to pitch a green card to Vigor, that would be totally acceptable with me. But I think they would probably just try to hit a land drop and cast Vigor for 5 and kill both of these, which is fair. All right, they did hit a land drop. Yo, what up, jobless streamer? Got a job, so you're no longer a jobless streamer. That's awesome. Congratulations. All right, so it looks like Hardcast Vigor is probably happening here, if I had to guess. Rest in Peace, Lodestone Saga. But we've got our backup Thundering Tanadon, so who's the real winner? Let's just get multiple Sagas, right? It's gonna cost us a lot of life, but oh, Ancestral Recall out of the Abzan deck, an absolute classic. That's kind of problematic, because now if my opponent found another Force of Vigor, we are in deep doo-doo. Ooh, Lumi. Lumi? Alright. I mean, can we even afford to be taking 4 to cast these 2 Sagas? So I can cast this Tanadon for 2 life. So I will probably be doing that. And I can then cast... Probably fine to be taking some amount of damage here, but I don't know how much is some amount. All right, we gotta stop and think here. So if my opponent eats, I go down to 10. They have 1 more thing to eat. I would go to 8. If I play a Tanadon, I can do it for 2 life. And I could pay 6 life and go to 6 and get a Tanadon and 2 constructs. Well, the Tanadon has trample, which is nice. Yeah, maybe we'll just make 2 constructs for 2 life. Oh, they're gonna eat. And what do they have? Why'd they eat a land? What does that do? Oh, cycle a Triome. Hilarious. All right, okay. We're certainly doing things right now. Snow Siege Rhino. I guess we're going to 9. And it's going to be a 5/6. This could be challenging. We're taking a little bit too much life here. Oh, they put it on the Deathrite Shaman. Okay. All right. So at the very least, it's definitely construct time. I think we're definitely making 2 constructs. Now we are in second Siege Rhino range, I guess. But yeah, I don't know if that's good enough, though. I'm not sure it's good enough. We'll have to see. Okay. So we're definitely making 1. Because we can get a Black Lotus. Are we allowed to make another one? So we are already dead to second Siege Rhino, because opponent will eat down to 5 and attack second Siege Rhino, eat down to 1. Sorry, no, second Siege Rhino, and then eat and kill me. So we're already dead to second Siege Rhino. So it's just, I think we just want to make 2 then. I wonder if we can make lethal constructs here. All right, one of these has to get Black Lotus. There's a Skull Clamp. It doesn't really do very much. So I think if I get a Black Lotus and I play... If I get a Black Lotus and a Soul Ring, then I have 8 mana. That's not enough, is it? There's no way I can play Traxos and Tanadon, right? Well, I could get an Expedition map and a Soul Ring. And then I can get a Gaia's Cradle. Soul Ring, Expedition map, crack Expedition map, Gaia's Cradle. Have to activate Gaia's Cradle. I guess I can just tap another Ancient Tomb, right? If I can tap an Ancient Tomb, then I can just go Black Lotus Soul Ring. But that doesn't sound as good. Do I want to have an additional blocker? Why would we... No, there is 2 spells. You're right. We would die if we tap Tomb. So if we go Soul Ring, Expedition map, Gaia's Cradle, that would give us 8 mana, which is still not enough. So I don't think there's... Maybe we just get a Hope of Ghirapur because it's a creature. We could get Hope of Ghirapur and Skull Clamp, but we don't have a way to make a mana. I guess we could just get Soul Ring and Hope of Ghirapur and go Traxos, Hope of Traxos. Well, I can't untap my fucking Traxos. I just can't untap this Traxos. So I think we should just get Black Lotus, Hope of Ghirapur, and play a Tanadon. Oh, getting a Soul Ring to use our Saga? That might have been interesting. Yeah, that might have been interesting. I didn't even think about stacking it and doing something like that. Alright, cast Thundering Tanadon. So this is a lethal attack. And we're still alive to a Vigor. I'm sure Brian Kelly played it when it came out. Oh, Swords to Plowshares? Okay. Fair. Now we're at 14 though, so I like our chances. Oh, the first time Thundering. Yes! Great success. Thundering, hold on. Let's get a quick screenshot of Thundering Pteranodon in a victorious vintage match. Normal, should I crop out the Siege Rhino or do we keep the Siege Rhino in? Normal vintage victory. God bless. Yeah, I think that's an interesting idea, was to stack the triggers in. I don't know if we're actually, Dan, Magic Online might not let me stack those triggers. It might auto stack all of the same type. I might not actually be able to do the play you had on Magic Online. All right, so I don't think I have sideboard cards here. My opponent has Endurance, Plague Engineer, Energy Flux, the 4th Force of Vigor. So I don't think I have sideboard. I have these creatures, right? No, but Oh, you're right. So I can still stack it normally. I just have to activate I have to figure out which land is the first land on the stack and activate it. You're right. You're totally right. I could have done yes, I could have done it that way. That's true. All right, I'm bringing in my Sky Sovereign and my Razormane Masticore, and I'm going to take out the Hope of Europer. And do they have any Collector Roofs in this deck? 2 Collector Roofs. I'm gonna take out one of these opals. Did Diesel see it? Ah, Diesel did see it. All right. Good job, Diesel. I missed Diesel saying it for sure. Okay. I mean, these are dudes. Classic vintage. These are dudes. A keep. Now I can't get my basic forest off of Assassin's Trophy, though, which is just big sad. And I'm totally going to get this land wastelanded. I think my best play is actually just Hangerback Walker. So I can actually do pretty well against Wasteland. Stone Coil is pro Rhino. God bless. It does have the same problem with Hogak, where it has to be big enough to block it all the way through, but we have Achilles and Pete Ward to raid tonight. Damn, we got tons of options. They have not announced the dates for Eternal Weekend. It's been annoying me as well. Oh wow, they played no Wasteland. Okay, we've got tons of mana to work with here. What is the play? I think the play is Traxos, Lotus, Revoker, and take up our Hangerback Walker? No, yes. Traxos, Lotus. Well, Lotus, Traxos, Revoker, take up our Hangerback Walker. I guess theoretically I could also go get my Umori, but I think my opponent has Vigor, and I don't really care, I guess. I will name Deathrite Shaman. What? You don't play an Ooze? Wait, where's my Umori? Oh, it's in my companion zone. Haha. Umori. Every good shops player plays Umori, so. All right, so they did have Vigor. Unfortunately, Traxos down. And this thing is going to be Artifact, Creature, Enchantment, Land now, which is not ideal. But it's fine. We have got a hanger back ticking up, so. Collector Roof, maybe? Green Sun for a Noble Hierarch. God bless. I take 6. All right. Yep, you got me. Not me. Ooh, the Great Henge. Okay, all right. I don't think I'm playing the Stonecoil Serpent. I think I'm just going to revoke this Noble Hierarch. Maybe I should have attacked first, but whatever. I don't need to attack to win this game. I think I'm willing to take another hit. Oh god, Swords to Plowshares. That's super sad. All right, well now I'm definitely taking another hit. All right, we're gonna get a big Stonecoil Serpent though. If we can just draw a Mishra's Workshop, that would be ideal. I'd like a 7/7 Stonecoil Serpent if possible. Aha, we have both of their little dudes turned off. I call it like I see him, chat. It's not pre-recorded, by the way. Not pre-recorded, by the way. All right, I have a 7/7 Stonecoil Serpent now. If we can just draw a green source, we're home running now. I can't get this out of my companion zone, so I guess we're gonna pass the turn. I guess I'll just float this mana, get some life. Alright, now we just need to draw a creature. Keep them coming, deck. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. Oh no, not my Wish's Workshop. Oh no, Siege Rhino? Siege Rhino? Siege Rhino. Protection from multicolored. Bless. Alright. Come on. Creature. Oh, baby! This deck's unbeatable. I'm pretty sure I'm just supposed to tap all of it. It's a 5/5 because the Henge gives it +1 as well. 6/6. Fantastic. Should I hold this Yavimaya Cradle? I guess so. All right, so should I shoot anything? I don't think so. Doesn't seem like there's a real reason to. All right, if they draw Force of Vigor, it's still pretty good. No, they just left. They're just done. They're done. Not me. God bless. Next turn, we get to play Umori. My deck is so good. If you just draw the perfects every time. All right, we would have drawn Walking Ballista number 2. What? Look at it. Look at I am just on peak shops deck slasher. You're just building shops wrong. Okay, chat, we're in round 4. There are only 3 people still playing in this tournament, and we just played against Not Me, so we have to face the 3-0 Doomsday player in the last round. We are here to stop Doomsday from going 4-0. We don't really have the tools to do so. But we're going to give it our best shot. Here is Eric's most recent Doomsday list. We're looking at Steel Sabotages out of the board, a Hercules Recall, Chain of Vapor, Op Agent. Pretty normal stuff. We can blank all these Flusterstorms. You know, good stuff going on. We do have some fast beaters, so there's some chances. I also have an Ooze still. All right, we can play turn 1 Chariot, which I vibe with, which I do vibe with that. So I'm down. I'm down. Let's do it. Turn 1 Chariot, turn 2 Stonecoil Serpent, crew the Chariot, you know? Make a copy of a cat. What more can you want from your vintage hand, really? It's been a fast stream. Maybe we'll play Adventures after this. I could play some Adventures. We'll just have days of YouTube content stored up. Days, I tell you. I've kind of just been playing Storybook Brawl all day, and I'm kind of off it, so I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. The problem is today was going so well, Storybook Brawl. I was up to 4,300, so I needed to get like 700 more points to get top 16. And then I lost 3 straight games. No, I got 6th, 8th, 8th, and I lost 280 points. And now I don't want to play anymore. All right. Eric is debating his 7-card keep, whereas we just are slamming cats. All right, Eric has kept their 7. Let's do it. No, I just checked like recently, Slasher. You're gonna need to be like just over 5K. Yeah, I mean that's kind of how ladders work, Fry. Oh, come on, Eric. Just slam negation on my mana crypt. All right, well, we're gonna have significantly smaller beaters now. I got a 2/2. Yeah, you ever just play a 2/2 on turn 1? I assume we're just, you know, Dark Ritual Doomsday, but we'll see what happens. Nah, nothing. All right, Mishra's Workshop. Okay. Okay. Think I'm just gonna play out all my duders. Oh, I'm not playing around days. I guess, I mean, technically it does play around days. But I'm definitely gonna play my second 1/1 into this. My Chariot gets to play around days, which is nice. If they want to go back a land drop to daze this Walking Ballista, I think that's fine. We could always pump this Walking Ballista too, depending on what we draw. End of turn fetch sounds bad for me if they have a Vamp Tutor or a Mystical Tutor here. Unfortunately, our opponent negating our Mana Crypt has really stifled our clock. I guess it's better than them having negated the Chariot, but not by very much. They have Mystical Tutor. I can't imagine we don't die then. Like, this can get Dark Ritual Doomsday, and all they have to have is a cantrip, so I assume here it's just Ritual Doomsday, cantrip kill me. Doomsday is so consistent, like, it's just too easy. I don't think before Labman did like Ritual Doomsday cantrip actually kill you. I guess it probably would. The pile was just like worse. The pile would have to have like Street Wraiths or something in it. So you would what, gush into Lotus Lab? No, you would gush into Street Wraith, Lotus Lab Man, and then you'd have to have another Street Wraith. So maybe not. Meditate? I don't know. All I know is Doomsday's broken and I'm over it, but not much I can do here. Yep, we're dead. Doomsday is just... Wait, what? Did they accidentally F6? They might have accidentally F6, because that should be winning. So we need to deal 8 damage. We're currently dealing 5. We can deal 2, 4, 5, 7. I think they probably misclicked. We currently don't have lethal though, so I don't think it's gonna matter. What is Oracle? Oracle is a 3. Yeah. I don't think I have a way of winning here, right? Because I'm 1 damage short. What if I go Workshop? Chariot is an extra 1 mana. No, it's an extra a bunch of mana, right? Because this is actually, I play Chariot, I crew Chariot with the cats. That's an extra 3 mana, and then I just double pump my ballista and kill my opponent now. If they don't have force, they die. Yeah, they're just dead. No, we're 1 short still? Ah, we're still 1 short. That's sad. That's so sad. That's so sad. We almost were able to capitalize with our chariot. Unfortunately, we did not get there. No, they just didn't go for a gush pile. Why? The Black Lotus is in... I don't understand. They had the kill. They had lethal. I don't know what they were playing around. There's literally no explanation for doing that, right? Yeah, I think that's just a punt. I don't know why they would give us an attack. We were close. We were 1 mana short. I mean, it does play around Mindbreak Trap because they can put Fluster in their pile. All right, well, we have 2 Archive Traps. Maybe they weren't even playing around. I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. I guess we'll bring in Archive Traps and Veil of Summer. And then we'll take out... We're definitely going to keep in Hope of Gyruper here. That one seems good. Yeah, we can take out a Henge and a Mystic Forge, and yeah, maybe we can just take all of them out. You're probably right. Seems pretty unlikely that that will work. Do we still want to be strip mining? Kind of. Revoker's pretty bad. Let's take a Revoker out. Whatever. This seems fine. It's pretty bad. It's like an impossibly bad matchup. You're pretty much never going to win. But yeah, I don't think we were supposed to be given a shot at all there, but we were, and we were almost able to pull it off. I'm not exactly sure what would have pulled it off. Maybe like a Talarian Academy? Not really sure. We found an Archive Trap and a Veil of Summer. So, and we can technically cast a Golos at some point. I guess we'll keep it. Oh, man. Just your normal vintage hand. Nothing to see here. Absolutely nothing to see here. I hope they go for turn 1 Doomsday, man. That's all I ask. All I ask is this time you do go for turn 1 Doomsday. I hope we draw like a mana source next turn so I don't have to use my Veil of Summer. Come on, turn 1 Doomsday. Unlucky. Okay. No, that's good. That's a good draw. That's a good draw. That's a perfect draw. I will cast Thundering Tanadon. Yes. If my opponent Steel Sabotages this, do I Veil it? Probably. All right, well, we got Force of Will and Steel Sabotage, so... I think so, Slasher, because we're probably playing Golos next turn anyways, and we'll be tapped out. So I would rather just force the issue there. All right. I think I'm still supposed to play the clock, though. I think I'm still supposed to play the clock. I think Slasher would just not play the Golos here, but all right, they had double Steel Sabotage. Fair. All right, I'm not allowed to play clocks. We're playing against blue-black control. It's fair. All right, so I'm just looking for like another Thundering Pterodon, I guess. That's probably, or like a Lodestone Golem is pretty good. That's like a unrestricted Thundering Pterodon. Yeah, but like our Archive Trap would not have worked, Slasher, because they would have had Force of Will. So I kind of think it's dumb. I think I played it correctly, but oh, I can't get my Umori because I brought in Archive Traps, and that sucks. That's very sad. I can't play Umori, or I get my Umori from my companion zone. Vampiric Tutor. All right, yeah. I don't think I'm supposed to board it in. It's not that good in my deck. I board it in when I board in Force of Vigor, because then I can have double more green source card tards, but they just went for Ancestral. This sucks. They're just playing around it. It's okay. Like, we have infinite mana. We just need to draw an action spell. Kind of an action spell. Not really, though. We have just no lands. It's an action spell if I draw a Revoker, right? Yeah. A lot of underground seas. What if they play like a Murktide region or something? Do they have a delve creature? Oh, they're on 0 delve creatures. They're just on opposition agents. Interesting. Creature. Okay. That's a creature. So I think we play for 4. Because 4 lets me play around days for all my stuff. And I'm not going to equip it. I'm just going to go... Because they don't have actual spells that destroy it. They have spells that bounce it. So I will just equip it next turn. Yeah. Yeah, I think if I hadn't played my threats slasher, I would just be getting buried right now. Pretty happy with how I played this game. My opponent is probably playing it correctly, where they're just waiting until the last moment, but... Saga's a sweet one. That's a pretty fast clock. All right, take 5, maybe? All right. Well, they gotta cast it soon or they're gonna die. They can't really afford to play around like Archive Trap and Veil of Summer, right? I guess they could probably just... Even if they cast Hurkyl's Recall, it's not the end of the world. Dark Ritual, Opposition Agent. What is this? Hurkyl's Recall. So I'm just supposed to Veil this, which makes them have to Doomsday next turn. No, it doesn't make them have to Doomsday. Well, I don't get to Veil anyways if I don't do this. So... I mean, I lose my green source for the turn anyways if I don't, so I think I'm just supposed to Veil it. Veiling this is super sick because it fizzles the spell. Yeah, I could have trapped after Vamp, but I think it's better to just hold trap for Doomsday. Certainly a choice I could have made. All right, Veil resolves this. Oh, that's lethal. So now if they don't Doomsday, I do have lethal. So I can beat like Fluster, I just can't beat Force. Gush, I assume, or Dig or something. Dig, yeah. I don't know. Put another card in the yard or something. I'm not really sure. If they don't Doomsday, they have to have a counter for Ravager. And if they do Doomsday, they have to have a counter for Trap. Yeah. These Veils have looked pretty good. They don't have any more Hurkyls. They have 2 more Sabotages and a Chain. If they brought in Chain. I guess maybe they can just go Demonic Consultation combo and kill me. That's probably what they're doing. I mean, I can't beat Demonic Consultation combo. So that's probably what they're doing instead. Just playing around an Archive Trap completely because they have that ability to do that. I can't beat that at all, so there's really no point in me worrying about it. I'm just like straight dead to consult kill. Which is another fucked up part about Doomsday. Fetch land? Don't you already have all 4 seas? I guess you have an island you can get. I mean, I think we're in not a horrible spot if they don't have... Okay, they did this so they can put an island in their Doomsday pile, I guess. Alright, so if they found Force of Will, then they win. If they didn't, they lose. I assume they did. I mean, they cast Dig Through Time, Preordained Gush. Like, I think we're probably just stone cold dead. It's Doomsday. Like, I mean, I put on some pressure. I did things, but it's the most broken deck in the format. What do you want? And I'm not really presenting much of a... Like, I presented the biggest threat I could, right? I played stupid fast creatures. I made my spells like unblockable, uncounterable. I actively have another spell that stops them. Like, I did everything I could. Obviously, it wasn't close to enough. Yeah, if they have Force in the pile and they cast a draw spell here, we would win. Yep. I can go count these Force of Wills. Oh, they're just Chain of Vaporing my Stone Coil Serpent. Yep. Nope, they don't have a Force of Will. So... Cast Archive Trap, target you. Woo-hoo-hoo! Let's go! Let's go. 2 Archive Traps. Not 3. I'd like to have 3, but... I will take those. It's gonna be hard to snag another one. But we'll give our best shot. What do we got? We've got a Hope of Uriper and a Veil. And a Gaia's Cradle. Alright, this is probably not good enough. We probably need to find an Archive Trap. They keep their 7? Of course they kept their 7. This is not good enough. This has turn 1 Chariot. Keep. Bottom. Man, if I cast turn 1 Chariot, I can't hold up in Veil. Whatever, I guess. Maybe I'll draw an Archive Trap or something. What if I draw Black Lotus? No, I want to draw an Archive Trap. All right. Well, I will bait a Daze or something with this. Wait, why am I baiting a Daze? I probably did not want to bait a Daze with that. Was probably not the best choice. All right. I have a Eska's Chariot. What are you gonna do about it? I got cats. Cats. All right. I got cats. They probably can't even crew the chariot because that would make me vulnerable to Steel Sabotage or Hercules or something. But whatever. We'll see what they do, I guess. I guess Veil protects me from that, so maybe I should bait it. Okay, Brainstorm. Good. That means we're less likely to die by Doomsday here. I think my opponent will be too scared to Doomsday. They're going to try to find Consult Kill because they're too scared of Archive Trap, you know? I think that's what's going to happen here. I think that's a given. What else could happen, right? I mean, it's supposed to highlight cards in your yard during Doomsday. It's just the same as it would be in paper. If you take cards out of your graveyard, then you pretty sure it's you're supposed to know when they're switching zones. I think so. I'm not 100% sure. Paper's stupid. So, I mean, Magic Online is also stupid, but I think you're supposed to know if someone takes a card from the graveyard and puts it in their Doomsday pile, but I'm not 100% sure. Well, I mean, you could secretly sneak cards out of your yard, Slasher, if you were scummy, and that was the rule. If it was the rules, then you could, like, put all the cards in a big pile and then search. Well, I mean, your graveyard is moving into your exile zone. So. Alright, so my opponent resolved Brainstorm. Let's see if they go Lotus. I didn't actually mean it. I didn't actually mean it. I didn't actually mean it. No. No. No, no. No, no. No, 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 no. No. No, no, no. I fucking hate Doomsday, man. It's the stupidest deck. It's even more stupid than Hollowvine. Because it's a lot better than Hollowvine. Oh, they have a Force of Will somewhere. I mean, Doomsday kept a 7-card hand. How could we ever possibly win? I mean, last time they gave us a turn for no reason, so maybe they'll do it again. Doesn't seem like that's going to happen here. Yup. Well, unfortunate. Couldn't beat Doomsday with our green shops deck. You hate to see it, really. I do be like that. I gotta stop saying that stupid phrase. It's just like caught in my freaking brain. I'm sorry, Twitch chat. I don't know why, but it got me. Anyways, this deck, well, we didn't really get to show off the power of Force of Vigor because we played against no shops opponents because they all left the event, but so I didn't really get to show off the whole point of the deck, which was we can play Force of Vigor in our deck, but we did get to do Eska's Chariot once. We got to kill with Thundering Tanadon. We got to go off with the Great Henge. So, you know, things were done, which I like. Overall, the shell is like semi-functioning, which is not bad. And like I said, I did go 4-1 with a vastly inferior version of this deck in a league. I had like 4 Mem Knights and 4 Signal Pests. There was no Skull Clamps Expedition maps. There were no Thundering Tanadons, so you know that's how you know it wasn't as good. So there's definitely has some amount of playability to it. I like leagues have a lot of people who are on PO and Urza Saga, and oh my God, does Force of Vigor destroy Urza Saga players. It is hilarious and a great time. Highly recommend it. So yeah, it was a cool deck. If you want to see more of these cool videos, we need to keep firing these Mythic Society weeklies on Wednesday. Basically, you pay $6 or something for the month up front on their Patreon, and then you have access to all of the Mythic Society's tournaments for the entire month. So you can play, if you only want to play Vintage, 4 Vintage tournaments, one every week for $6. You can't beat it. The payouts are actually very good. They pay out in store credit, so if you want paper cards, it's pretty easy. I've already gotten a foil Paradoxical Outcome and a foil Japanese Mystical Archive Brainstorm. So like I've gotten some actual sweet cards by playing in these $6 events. So it's been a great time. I wanted these to keep firing, so we need to keep making sure people come and play them on Wednesday nights. If you are watching this on YouTube, thank you for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and help me with that algorithm stuff. Because it makes the videos bigger and makes me feel better, which is all that really matters. See you next time.